Okay. We're now into April in the United States of America, and it's bad. It's bad globally, I guess, when we're talking about the coronavirus or COVID-19. But it's getting bad, worse here fast, and it has now gotten worse here faster than everywhere else. I read the financial press in CNBC this evening. You can take a look at a story about the markets. And this is a quote from one investment strategist. This still feels like something we're heading into, not heading out of. This is Brian Nick of Nuveen. He goes on, we can see the light behind us, but not ahead of us. Vivid, right? Finance guy with a good quote. We cannot see the light in front of us. So the most important thing you can do, and the most important thing really successful people do, is that they are profoundly realistic. That gives them insight into the future. It allows them to be prescient or prescient. They can see around corners because they're really hard-nosed about what's going on now. Okay, stocks were down an additional 2%-ish this week. 10 million have now filed for unemployment insurance in the last 2 weeks. There's 6,600 dead in America from this disease, but there were over 2,900 in the last 24 hours in New York. Okay? And there's been evidence all week long that hotspots will pop up everywhere. China's now having trouble again with this because people are bringing it from overseas and moving around. And so this could be something that we are battling for, I don't want to say years. Let's say quarters. 4 quarters, 5, 6, 8 quarters before we have a vaccine really distributed to everyone, before we have some kind of treatment. Maybe we get some kind of treatment in the next 3 or 4 months, but it's bad. And financially speaking, you should be listening to those advisors who've been hard-nosed about this from the beginning. Not all of the pap that you often hear. Originally, when people are saying, write it out, we're in for a potential depression. At least that's a possibility. We can't see the light in front of us. So, reality recognition, this is something Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, the great leaders of Berkshire Hathaway, are constantly harping on. Being rational, reality recognition, they literally call it that. That's how they hire the CEOs of the companies they own, those that have better reality recognition. Okay, so that's what's in front of us. The president, by the way, even though the CDC is now recommending we all wear face masks like this outside, or better, even we make our own, that's where we are, the president says you don't have to. So when it comes to being realistic, let's listen to the leaders who have been so far.